A12! Or should I say, A12. A. Congratulations, Tadadu, on being first, or rather, claiming first without actually being first. If I could say skill issue. Welcome in, Remy. Today, we are getting AA12. Well, we should be getting AA12. I hope we're getting AA12. Look at this and tell me. Tell me this isn't the male fantasy. I love the kind of woman who will actually just kill me. You know, when I woke up this morning, I was thinking, damn, I hope some hot chick paints my fucking brains all over some fucking hallway. And here we are. I mean, absolutely destroy me. We're talking watermelon in the thighs level carnage. Welcome in, everyone. The thirst is real, yes, which is why I have my lemon ginger tea. Ah, fuck! My lemon ginger tea, that's too hot to drink! I can't believe I've done this! I can't believe this! Ow, fuck! What? Let's play the video game. This
skill issue
is a skill issue for this guy who's getting ass blasted through the heart. Heart blasted, probably through the ass. Let's play the damn video game. Oh god! Keep forgetting the fucking Florence jump scare. I keep getting Florence jump scared! Every time I go back to the main menu, I see this! It's all like, I love the kind of woman who will actually just... Let's look at the event stuff. Because they added the current event, Turbulent Undercurrents. They added this, which I am getting. This is the Girls Frontline 1 outfit. I need it. We can see what we're up with Lind here. You know what? Let's watch her animations. This is... Be mad. Oh my god. Oh hey, it's the frame. It's the menu frame. Damn, she got that clear inflatable chair from the 90s. Yes. Those things were awesome to look at, but terrible to sit on. Ask me how I know. Also, Nikita's having a rerun. But we're not here for Nikita. Also, Florence's event has ended, but you can still look at her. Which... I'm streaming, otherwise I'd be here a while. You know what? Immediately. Let's go gambling, because why not? We're here for gambling. I would really like to get Lynn today. That would be super special awesome. You would still touch the ground if you had a heavy ass. Don't make fun of my ass. I was born butt first, okay? My ass is large. Let's go gambling! We didn't get it. In fact, I didn't even check how far away we are from Piggy. God damn it, this is why we can't have nice things to do. There's your ass. I hope you're happy. It's just mailing though. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Okay, that's okay. Aw, dang it. Hey! A12. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Where's my purple? There's my purple. Fuck. Aw, dang it. That... You know what? It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. We still have the rest of the event. We got plenty of time. What does her Thorn Criterion, her special weapon, do? We might actually get this on accident. Anxiety Recompense. Oh, hey, that's me. Before attacking, for each debuff on an enemy target, damage dealt is increased by 3% to a maximum of 18%. That's wild.
Let's go, Gam, or I'm late.
That's not a joke. That's just the sad reality. Oh, welcome in, Core. If corrosion damage is dealt increased by 10%. This is actually really good, because I'm always stacking debuffs. Enjoy your lurk, Remy. Hopefully, I don't keep you awake too long because of how loud I am. Let's go to the event. Let's go to the event. What do we have? We have the story and supply are open. What's Abyssal Stake? Doing my dailies. What did things look like? Let me know and I can give you
How
my
much
gotcha
room
look.
does fungi need to grow? As mushroom as possible.
Damn it, I love mushroom jokes. Some people call me a fun guy. I might as well be the mushroom of the... I managed to get Wolfenite for lore when he was desperate. See, I don't need the luck because I have enough to guarantee for multiple times. So, we're getting her guaranteed. It's only a matter of time. Until then, oh hey, reward time. Damn it, we don't get reward. What's artifact recovery? there's more of this. Let's not do that yet. In fact, we'll save that for later. I might stream more on Saturday just because I really, if you can't tell, I really like Aaaaaaaaaa12. I like during Girls Frontline 1. This is Girls Frontline 2. Let's play the story. Below a seemingly repaired facade, a rot is silently spreading. So the second thing that comes to mind is the Gen Z brain rot epidemic, but the first thing that comes to mind is what's known as red rot on brass instruments. Red rot is exactly what it sounds like. It's not to be confused with the scarlet rot from Elden Ring, but it may as well be that. It is irreparable corrosion damage to your instrument. Usually a result of a combination of metal pipes falling on the instrument, age, and not taking pristine care of it. So if you leave your instrument, in its case, in a somewhat moist or not ideal environment for a very long time, like many years, that'll happen. On my dad's old trumpet, there's a little bit of red rot on the outside, opposite end of the bell. But you know what? We do it live. Let's play the story. I'm looking forward to this. The Green Zone, outskirts of the satellite city. Whew! That would have been bad. That I is what saves it. KYI09. Remember, the other acronym stands for Keep Yourself Safe, which you should do. A light mist hangs over the Mansion District. Frostfall Squad is performing a battlefield cleanup under QJ's supervision. Oh, sweet, we finally get the Frostfall Squad lore, as my tea is ready to drink. Alright, voice acting time. Tactical boots crunch on mechanical parts scattered on the grassy lawn. Oh my god, it's Tater's wife! She finally gets screen time! Let's fucking go! Wow, this place is huge! And it's got a swimming pool too! No wonder they had to buy so many guard robots. Everyone in the Mansion District this rich? Doesn't matter how rich they are. It's not like we'll end up making the same kind of money. Let's go! Finally got a security assignment after so long. And we're just facing a bunch of domestic robots. I could have cleared them all out myself. Then, Cheetah, don't complain. Look so serious. QJ has the most stern frontal portrait ever. I did her lore, and it's okay. It's okay. QJ opens her day planner, checks each item and number on it, line by line. I'm a dumbass, I forgot to pre-farm attachments. Skill issue. I've been pre-farming attachments all week. There's a 10 minutes until the mission deadline. Our tactical planning still has room for improvement. Give me a sit rep on your respective areas, starting from. I'm gonna lock myself into doing that bit every time. Oh no. Ew. Okay, I won't. 6 mechanical units eliminated in air. Motive core fragment. Area B's all cleaned up. It was easy since this genius was around. Which genius? I don't see no genius. Area C's fine, of course. Griffin really been reduced to doing yard work for rich people now? Feels like we're providing after-sales service or something. Hold on, did something change? Wow. One moment. That's not what I said. Like, why am I not as reactive as I used to be? Except... Hey? Okay. Okay. I think we're... I'm not dead. Also, that timer's wrong. That's usually for a Bezos break. We're back. We are so back. I feel like we were providing after-sales service or something. Did you use the cam for something else? Maybe. It's true that this wasn't explicitly requested in our contract. Since our mission takes place in the residential area, it makes sense that we would handle cleanup duties here. Baseball, huh? In addition, I believe that attention to details like this demonstrates our commitment to providing good service. Affect our future clients' willingness to hire us. Hold on. me move the microphone just a bit. Doing your daily exercise. I forgot how rough Bulgarian split squats were. Been doing wide squats for a while. Again, baseball, huh? Well, I hope our employers will appreciate your attention to detail, Lee. I hardly know her. That would keep our numbers from being so dismal. I know, right? Seeing as how we perform so well and so efficiently and even have a genius like me backing everyone up, not hiring us is their loss. Not being blown up by those little explosive gadgets of yours as a loss. They're definitely winning big. How dare you? Her gadgets are very Mythbusters friendly, thank you very much. What are you talking about? It was only 1 or 2 times. I mean, a few times at most. Looks like we found the reason why hiring us less often later. Oh, shit. Cheetah. Don't listen to Lynn. She doesn't know what she's talking about. My inventions are fairly reliable under most circumstances. Annoyed, Cheetah spreads her arms in protest. Sunlight streams from behind them and reflects faintly off something on the lawn with a golden gleam. Okay, there's something definitely changed with my mic. I didn't change any settings, but my microphone settings definitely changed behind the scenes. What the fuck? Oh no, I'm falling victim to the streamer curse. Change nothing and something fix it. Hold on. I'll be right back. And you know what? I'm taking you all with me. Let me open up my system. Because what ended up happening years ago. Just breaking things by simply existing, I tried. This is actually bothering. Nice. Yeah, that one. Okay. Input. Okay. Where the fuck is my audio settings for that? Oh god, they make me do it again? We do it live! Oh, this is the same menu! Okay, very cool. Will they let me edit that? No, they won't. Okay. Settings. Devices. Sure, we could have hunter-gathering or flaky-ass technology. Let me try one last thing. If I go into... volume slider that way. Now if I do a small volume test, and then a medium test, and if I get really loud, okay, things are looking better. And now if I open this, and I do rapid... Wait, let me do the clap test. We are so back. I fixed it. So the fix, for the record, apparently, lowering your volume gain in Audacity lowers your global mic settings system-wide. So remember to set those back. Last night I recorded a trumpet cover and I used different microphone settings, but apparently those applied globally. What the fuck? The mic settings are within Audacity. Audacity is ass. It's fine, we're back. We are so back. I'm louder now. Lolo pauses as she spots the reflection. Oh, Lolo, what's wrong? There's something in the grass. Time to touch grass. That explains a lot. Wait, was I a comfortable volume earlier? Sucks! She bends down and retrieves an ID card from under the wreckage of a robot. God damn. It's an intricately made card that reflects glints of golden light. Circuitry patterns on it move slowly as she turns it. If I'm not wrong, judging by how it feels, this should be... You, back to clapping and shit. Let's fucking go! Don't touch that, Cheetah. You don't know where it's been. Aw, relax, leader. It was just a little experiment. I'm not gonna break it or anything. Look! I can see why she's your wife, Taters. Cheetah leans out from behind Dololo and experimentally pokes the card with her combat knife. Its edge nicks the honeycomb patterns on the card, but then they slowly return to their original shape. The patterns, they fix themselves. Oh my god, with this card, you could give it to a VTuber. So instead of you saying you can fix her, they can finally fix themselves. The true good end. Just kidding. The good end for a VTuber is them crashing out and graduating. How's that? Cool stuff, huh? This material is called Liquid Phase Shape Memory Alloy, or Liquid Polyalloy for short. The Garage Group just announced their patent on it recently. Fucking patents! Don't tell Nintendo! It might look small, but you could buy 10 T-doll frames for the price of this much material. We'll be set for a long time with this. The good end is them crashing out and becoming devoted to the bit. Me? That's me every day. I think the valuable part of it isn't the materials that went into making it, but the technology. Still, isn't this the property of the client? It's not like we're authorized to dispose of it, right? This is a rare form of enlightenment usually only gained by the most schizo-tubers you've ever seen. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? Daily exercise done, moderate effort edition. Some newer stuff mixed in with old difficult stuff, kicked by Keister. My arms are still sore from Sunday. That might not be the case. We found it under this toaster, so maybe even the client doesn't know anything about it. Also, leaving valuable stuff like this lying around would make us look really unprofessional. In any case, we should be able to bring it back with us, right, leader? No. As a professional PMC, our focus should be on building long-term relationships and trust with the client, as opposed to coveting short-term financial gain. That doesn't sound very shareholder of you, QJ! However, it is true that taking care of valuable goods would count as a value-added service. There we go. Don't worry, it'll only get worse. Fuck off. And as it turns out, it's almost time. Oh, it's almost time! Beep. QJ turns away and dials a familiar number. Miss Hellion, this is QJ. QJ, stop being such a stiff neck. We're in it for the paycheck, not the politics. Permission required. As per my last email, Frostfall Squad has eliminated the rogue security robots, and we've also finished recovering their motive core fragments. I think the client should be able to move in without worries now. Should never go to failure. Learned that the hard way. Uh-oh. The sound of riffling paper comes over the transmission channel. Ellion's tone seems a little more crestfallen than usual. There she is! It's Ellion! Hag Love! We loved her in Girls Frontline 1! And she looks just as old now as she did back then, but it all comes back to me in the end! I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart! What it meant to me will eventually be a memory in the time I understood. Also, we recovered an ID on the card on the premises. Its function's unknown. Where's your fucking hag monocle? Listen. So everyone loved her hag monocle, okay? Or is it monocle? Since the card is quite valuable, we should hold on to it for the time being before handing it over to the client, right? Yes. Wait, let me get my grandma voice. No, I'm not gonna ruin Hellion's voice like that. Yes, I will. Yes. That would be a good way to handle the situation. I can't give Hellion that voice. Oh my god, no. No way. Failure should really only be done once a week per muscle group. Joke's on you. I fail every day. QJ, I'll have full faith in your decisions because you always take all the relevant factors into consideration. I have also seen the efforts you and Frostfall Squad have made for Griffin. Springfield is hiding her monocle under the AR on the Elmo. Under the R. Under the pirate. There you go. The monocle is under the pirate eye patch, which is why you said R. Which is a pirate's second favorite letter. Get iPhone issued, dude. Under the bar? No. Bar M1918 is not in this game. Yet. If she does get added to this game, I am going to flip. Except I can't flip, so I'll break my neck. I'm on my PC, still an iPhone issue. It's probably jabbing your pocket or something. They made her look too young. I need more haggery. Listen, while I agree, we could do one thing to fix it. You see this little dark spot under each eye? Just oversaturate that so the bags under her eyes go down to like here. You see what I mean? There. The Opie eye bag treatment. Yes! Listen! In fact, you know what? No, I'm not gonna go off on that huge tangent about how much I would absolutely lose my shit if I happened upon a shy, awkward girl failure of a library girl with oversized glasses and eye bags that nearly go down to her fucking chin. Like, that's not what I'm gonna spurg about today. So much that I completely forgot to read that last line. A vacation? So you're saying that our upcoming commissions? She can't have a vacation. The sound of pages flipping comes to a halt, and Hellion sighs quietly. To her chin. Just then, an exclamation from Cheetah drowns out her reply. Ah! Leader, this is bad! Those tin cans are getting back up again! The plot device demands gameplay! GNL beta protocol activated. System rebooting. Target identification module loading successful. Oh! Executing Order 66. Uh-oh. Miss Hellion, the situation has changed. The rogue robots have reactivated, and we need to deal with them ASAP. But if we do that, this commission might prioritize keeping your girls safe. If you need be, you're authorized to take any and all means needed to resolve the situation. Understood. After ending the transmission, QJ fires off orders to Frostfall Squad. Hellion detected. Executing Order 60 nice. Cheetah, Tololo, move up with me and suppress them. Lid, focus your fire and eliminate the nearby targets. Remember, short controlled bursts only. We make sure we thoroughly destroy those robots this time. Get the fucking clankers out of this. Oh man. Well, okay. Who we got? Well, let's get the canon, the canonical squad. We're gonna get Tater's wife, who I've built Ford tough. We're gonna get my Tololo, who is also tough. We're gonna get my QJ, who is awesome. Where's my QJ, who's awesome? Excuse me? Why are you down here? And as a support, is Lind anywhere? Anyone got Lind? You don't have Lind. Taters, once again, gets the Sardis gold. What the fuck, Taters? God damn! Okay. That's fine. Pretty sure Taters is close to outranking me while spending a fraction of the money on the game. If any. Alright, let's set up the girls. Front line. There we go. Taters make good use of that extra dosh. Listen! Actually, don't listen. After what I said yesterday about the Flugelhorn, anything I say now is just not worth it. No need to listen. You spending in this game? Well, not much anymore. I used to spend money, but now I just do the $5 monthly thing. I haven't spent money on this game in months. Well, that just means you're good at this game. You win. Anyway, that's Tater's wife. As you can see, she's very explosive and she uses a really nice weapon. This is not my wife, but I really like her anyways. She dual wields AA-12s, holy fuck. Wait, she doesn't... She does a Brawl Ganondorf. She just pulls out the second AA-12 and then just puts it away. Okay, that baseballs, I guess. Leotard hype. It's fine. I'm more for her personality and face. And AA-12. Except for Covenant Rings and the Battle Pass. I don't even spend on the Battle Pass anymore. I'm like, nope. After the shit they did with the skin gacha in China, knowing that'll one day come to the EN servers, I'm like, nope. No spending from me anymore. You have revealed your true colors, and I'm like, nah, not a worthwhile investment. I'm gonna invest in something that will more benefit me. And it's not airsoft, although that's still on the fucking table. Damn it. Bang! As the final gunshot rings out, the last of the defense robots blows up, collapsing into a pile of junk parts. Was that a Collapse Pieces reference? Lynn puts her gun away with practiced ease and unwraps a lollipop before rubbing her arm, which was grazed by shrapnel. can't believe it's not butter. Pisses me off. Say, I noticed a while back, but you seem really sensitive to pain, Lind. Yosin. Actually, medically speaking, I am more sensitive to pain. Just like any magic user in an RPG or my namesake in my own game. Not nearly to the extent of Paula, but my real life defense level is quite low. If I ever need surgery or a medical operation done on me, even a dental operation, I specifically request more or stronger pain meds or sedation because I am more susceptible to pain, physical pain, than normal. You were born with an autoimmune or something? I wish I was born with an automatic Aaaaaaaaaa12. That would be great. If I came out of the womb dual-wielding Aaaaaaaaaa12s, first of all, my arms would fall off because a baby can't lift that much metal. Lol, gun nerd, listen. I don't actually know much about guns. I went through a introductory gun autism phase earlier this year, and that's why I've spent so much money on airsoft guns, but that's besides the point. Why don't you turn it off in combat? Are you a masochist or something? You can't just say that. You can't just say that. That's like when someone jokes about your fetish, but they don't know it's your fetish. No, please. My frame moves slowly when my glucose levels are low, so it's perfectly natural to use pain to boost my reaction times. Oh my god. I'm reminded of those character abilities where if they take damage, they get a brief attack boost, or at low health, they get attack boosts. I've never been a fan of that playstyle, honestly, even though my playstyle is face tank every attack that comes my way. Maybe I should try it, but well. Lynn turns aside in a somewhat unnatural way. More importantly, you should be worrying about those robots, right? Why did they flip out all of a sudden? They were making noises which sounded like commands before they started back up. It seemed this outburst was triggered at the programming level. But we shot at their motive cores, didn't we? That's like cutting their power off. There's no way they could start up again, right? Too risky, you miscalculate and you're dead. Don't think, just do. Real Top Gun Maverick gamers. That's another game I kinda wanted to stream at some point, is Ace Combat 7. I love playing through that. Unless a course could self-repair. There it is, the self-repairing cores, as we saw with that self-repairing business card. The four then seemed to realize something at the same time. We're in a video game. This is polyalloy. In other words, it was made by Gerard. Uh-oh! I just noticed something. In my earlier streams, I pronounced it Gerard. Now I'm pronouncing it Gerard. The inconsistency is real. Fake streamer. Why yes, my body does repair itself. I mean, same? Kind of? I'm still sore from the workout on Sunday. Pololo wades into the robot's wreckage and begins digging around inside it. Frame code prefix reads GNL Beta. This isn't a model that they're selling on the open market. Polyalloys? They're building T1000s now? More like TI-84 special graphing calculators. I remember in the tail end of college, they made some really neat graphing calculators, and I'm like, dang. Can they run Doom? The answer is yes. I don't see anything like it in their product catalog either. You spend time looking at product catalogs? Yo, same. Freaking, listen, a man can dream. I've been browsing various brass instrument catalogs, okay? And the vast majority of brass instruments are 4 figures or more. I don't fucking need it. Looks like this frame model isn't one that's commercially available. So, does that mean it's some kind of fancy toy those rich people got through internal connections? Are ya winning, son? Maybe. Welcome in, Uranium. Hope you've been well, because I haven't heard from you in a while. That's possible, and it's also perfectly reasonable that these beta models, which aren't publicly available, would have bugs in their programming. I have not. Work been kicking my ass. Well, I'll kick your ass, and because it won't be nearly as hard, it'll be like a reprieve, right? And we're going back to 6-day weeks next week? I thought they abolished slavery. Too soon? And that's not even getting into the fact that they're from the Gerard group. Okie dokie, Lind is as built as I can get her right now. Motherfucker, you didn't need to do that. We're fighting level 15 enemies. Lind is currently 4 times their level. She's going to whoop them regardless. They told people they did too soon. It's been nearly 200 years. So? Are you talking about what happened on Miss Kalina's side sometime back? Do we get a flashback? Yes. The ripples from the is that a JoJo reference? From the robots rising in Odessa spread far and wide. Gerard's been paying out huge amounts in penalty fees and compensation. Their stock price has also plummeted. Ah! Anytime I see anyone's stock price plummet, I'm like, the world is healing. Factor in Rurik's departure in a plane crash, allegedly, and the group having to appoint a new CEO. I'm sure the Gerard brass must be terrified right about now. I doubt it. They always fail upwards. It's bullshit. There have been multiple reports of robots going berserk this month already, and there's speculation on its linked to their broken supply chains and chaotic internal management. You do realize that is every major corpo known to man. This is not new, QJ. They'll be fine. 3 reports. 4 if you count ours. Philippa presses a button on her communications terminal, and a holographic olive of a starry sky springs into existence. Apps on the touchscreen, and is replaced by a clip from a news broadcast. Of course they would fearmonger on a news broadcast. Ah! Papa! Mama! My eyes hurt! The camera pans to the child, their eyes redden from the thick smoke spewing from the kindergarten that was destroyed by AWire robots. Okay, the first half of the sentence, I thought it was a weed joke, but then I realized it's just a Yakuza reference. Tadadu, please, but I swear to God. The ruined remains of Wall are visible in the corner of the frame, covered in scattered bullet holes. Well, that's not good. A neatly dressed Gerard Group spokesperson stands in front of the devastation, addressing the reporter. Reporter? Hardly know her. They were blowing weed smoke in that poor kid's eyes. I remember in college, I was hanging outside with a group of, not quite friends, but group of people that I was kind of hanging out with because one of my friends was in it. And I had my first ever genuine The Matrix moment. You know the scene in The Matrix where Neo dodges all the bullets? Like he does a freaking slow-mo limbo that defies physics and the bullets fly past him? I did that when a smoker took a big inhale of their smoke, turned their heads, and blew the smoke directly into my face. She didn't mean it because she didn't see me there because I was standing next to her and I have such a quiet, invisible presence in groups if I want to, that she genuinely had no reason to believe anyone was standing next to her. She was really embarrassed and felt really sorry, but I felt really cool knowing that I could dodge like a plume of smoke, Matrix style. It's a core memory. I'll still probably die of secondhand smoke someday, but that's besides the point. Who the fuck is this guy? There's an obvious joke to be made here. I am the representative of the Gerard Group's R&D division, Yakov Holtz. Button up your sleeves, mister. Fucking Blade Runner. Asian man come with stealth skills? Yes. On behalf of the Gerard Group, I would like to extend my sincerest apologies to the people affected by this incident that I most certainly definitely had no hand in causing, and their families, who I definitely most certainly do care about. After preliminary investigation, we have found that the robots were affected by an unknown virus shortly before they went berserk. I, of course, have absolutely nothing to do with this clearly unknown virus that has literally nothing to do with me or my subsidiaries. Currently, there is ample evidence to indicate that this was a malicious, deliberate act of destruction, targeting the Gerard Group, and totally not a setup done by me pulling the strings to squeeze more money out of the shareholders at the expense of the common people. As such, I wish to make our position clear to the world. We will be investigating this incident with all the resources at our disposal, and we will not give the culprits any opportunities to cause further taters, because we may or may not have a monopoly on the situation. You don't remember this core memory? There is no need to worry. The Gerard Group has always made user safety our #1 HR spokesperson line. We will be holding another press conference later on to address how we intend to handle the situation. Hello ignores the spokesman's bloviation and shuts off the clip. That is the appropriate reaction. I heard a whole lot of excuses, but nothing in the way of actually compensating people. See, she knows what's up. Listen, Lind, I already like you. You don't need to convince me. Didn't they just blame the previous incident on a technical loophole or something? Now they're just saying it's an external attack. They're just trying to wash their hands of everything, aren't they? But if someone really did infect those robots with a virus, there would probably be more victims. Leader, should we continue looking into this commission? After thinking about it, QJ shakes her head. We don't have much ammo left, and getting further involved wouldn't be wise. Plus, they ain't paying us for it. Also, they still ain't paying us for it. QJ's voice trails off. However, the look on her face tells the rest of her team what we couldn't bring herself to say. Because they all know they don't have the mighty Griffin before backing them up now. Ever since the war ended, the demand for PMCs from various factions in the civilian sector had drastically declined. In addition, Griffin was forced to restructure and downsize. All the clients who had formed stable partnerships with Griffin in the past have ended their cooperation with Griffin in one way or another. Although Frostfall's efforts have secured them a few permanent customers, there are times like these when there's no business to be had. Without their beloved commander and many dolls who were once their colleagues, things they can do now are very limited indeed. Frostfall understands this point very well. Even so, while they might have chosen to walk different paths, at least everyone's still alive, and they all still have their shared memories. At the very least, when the commander finally gets tired of wandering the Yellow Zone, they'll still have a place that can be called home. Are you sure about that? For that reason alone, they will do their best to keep Griffin going. Still, there are times when they must face the limitations of their circumstances, and accept the knowledge of their powerlessness that accompanies this realization. Damn. After sensing the dejection among her team, QJ softens her tone a little. We'll make a note of the potential risks in our debriefing. Even if we can't do anything about it now, I'm sure it'll be useful in the future. Not like there's nothing that can be done, right? Frostfall Squad heads back to their vehicle. Lind lags behind, connecting her data port to one of the robots and downloading some of their data to herself. Looting the body! Gotta loot that body, gotta loot the motherfucker. Well, I don't know how much might help. Let's just make a copy of it for now. Stealing! Lamau. Hey! Her green outfit is so good. I'm so glad they added it to the game. The outfits are always on point. Oh no, what do you mean, oh no? Stealing? Steal these, pants grab. We're going for Lind again. Are we ready for gambling? Cause let's go gambling! We didn't get it. It's okay. It's okay. Like I said, it's guaranteed. We still got time. We still got plenty of time. We're good. We're good. I don't see that download going well. Don't worry about it. I mean, okay, Escape from Cyborg was a one-off, right? Right? Oh, hey, it's Tater's wife. Hey, A12. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. QJ. Hey, A12. Hey, A12. This isn't going well for me, is it? Oh, it's fine. It's fine. We will continue this story. Oh, hey, story note. In order to prevent the situation from getting worse, a solution to our financial woes must be found. And I know a financial solution. Alcohol is a solution. Inside the meeting room of Griffin's main building in the Green Zone, late at night, Frostfall Squad is conducting their usual after-action review. Oh, look at that boat! Look at the boat! Oh my god! I can see why Tater's married her. What? Back in the day, back in college, when I did have a girlfriend, my ex would pout just like this, and it was fucking adorable. And it didn't help that she would I couldn't tell if she was genuinely bothered by my absolutely wild antics of being a little shit. But I think one time she did blow up on me saying, why do you like it when I'm angry? It's like, well, when you make the pouty face, it looks cute. And she just did the pouty face full force. And I just hugged her. She was still mad at me. But at least her heart was in the right place. Mine certainly wasn't. It's bedtime already! Why are we still having a meeting now? Me. Literally me. Already trying to slack off? Your leader usually works through the entire night on overtime, you know. Motherfucker, I'm siding with Tater's life on this one. Shut the fuck up. And this will be all for the day. See, there you go. Awesome! I'll be off now. Genius brains need their beauty sleep. Emphasis on sleep. Good night. Hang on. No! No, you can't do this! Before Cheetah can hop out of her seat, she feels QJ's hand pushing her back down. We're done with the AAR, but there are other things that we need to talk about. God, this was me in the Discord last night. I stayed up too late last night because as I was going to bed, I did my goodnight message, but then all y'all started messaging and being active in the Discord. I'm all like, what the fuck, guys? Saying so, QJ flicks Tololo's hairband and brings her mind back from gazing at the stars twinkling outside. Also me. While I believe in avoiding unnecessary overtime, there are some things regarding Frostfall's squad future development that merit discussion. Have a look at this. Pants grab. QJ's fingers fly across the terminal, and the screen displays a spreadsheet checkered in red and green. Is this a new chessboard? Yes, but actually no. The green cells represent our income for the past month, and the red cells show our expenses. Hey, that's me. Noted. Bother after he says goodnight. I'm in a past time zone. Good fucking luck, dude. Wait, we're in the same time zone, aren't we? Uh-oh. That's weird. We got a lot of jobs last month, didn't we? How come there's so many red cells? Most of the company's types of expenses. Liability compensation? Mission number RD04003045. Client's mansion was damaged in the squad's explosion to the extent that a deformed gate forced them to climb through a window to get home. Oh shit. The compensation was 4 times the payment received. Mission number RD04010072. The client's car window was shattered by gunfire from the squad, leading to the client's right arm being gashed by glass fragments. The compensation was 3 times the payment received. Mission number RD04011745. The client demanded double the value of furniture destroyed by an explosion created by the squad. He's getting so pissed. But honestly, this just reminds me of the beginning of The Incredibles. Like, bruh, you hired a PMC. What do you want a PMC to do? Talk to the enemy? What is this? Thunderstale? The compensation was 5 times the payment receipt. Jesus Christ. She's dead! Oh my god, she's dead! Looking at this, it seems a certain genius of ours featured heavily in all these incidents. Am I wrong? She actually mad. That's the serious kind of mad. That's the, if you don't get your shit together, I'm divorcing you kind of mad. What? You got some nerve pointing fingers at me, Lynn. Half those incidents were caused by you and your lack of trigger discipline leading to stuff getting shut up. I'll deal with the 2 of you later. In any case, Griffin's financial situation will be in the red next month, which means our living expenses will have to be cut too. Uh-oh. Then our candy budget! 0. No. No. Listen, I know there comes a time in every girl's frontline sub-story because nothing good ever happens in this universe. And this is it. This is the absolute tragedy sprung upon us at the second story node. They're getting really efficient with these, actually. Okay. Okay. As long as we somehow avoid the urge to buy a flugelhorn, We can potentially financially recover from this. We just have to hold the line. Stay strong, brethren. We can do this. Cheetah and Lin both exclaim in shock. Seriously? Normally, we'd still be able to handle a situation like this. But we haven't had that many commissions to begin with this month, and all of our remaining commissions have been put on hold, too. Therefore, we need to find a way to salvage our financial situation before it gets worse. What if you sold this genius's inventions? I patented them. Cheetah's inventions are all original and genuine. Those rich folks in white zones will be falling over themselves to buy them up. I guarantee it. How about those wealthy people who want to buy them? They tired of living, perhaps? Yes. Indeed. The safety of those products is a concern. Proposal denied. Motherfuckers need Austin Powers in their lives. I like to live dangerously. Perhaps we could try taking on some personal commissions. Ooh. Personal commissions. You know, I remember Valhalla Cyberpunk bartender action. There's a character named Dorothy. She is a lolly prostitute, but she's also a Lilim. Similar to T-Dolls, they are a mechanical race. Don't want to get too much into the terminology there. But a cuddle session is her most expensive service. Because for a prostitute to just cuddle all night for emotional support, that basically takes all of their time for minimal action. So of course it's going to be upcharged. And honestly, those people in the white zones can afford it. They don't know what they're missing. Look at this, and tell me you would not cuddle Tololo all night. The legality and safety of those commissions are questionable and cannot be verified. Proposal denied. Damn! QJ hates cuddling! Now that you mention it, we have some big assets gathering dust in the logistics department. Don't say it. Don't you dare fucking say it. You know, those helicopters, that big tugboat, and all that other crap. All our missions now don't call for that stuff. So can't we sell them off or something? Would buy Tololo an expensive telescope. Actually, I have a friend that is really into not astrology, but he's into space, aeronautics, aviation, astrophysics, my engineering bud. He has a compact yet expensive telescope, and I'm very impressed by it. He was thinking of getting a really expensive telescope, and I'm like, bruh, I could understand why you'd want that, but my main concern is where are you gonna put it? Yes, you can afford it. Yes, you would use it. Yes, you'd get your money's worth out of it. But do you have the space for it in your room? Because he does not have much storage space. And he's like, well, you got me there. Now, do I have the space for a flugelhorn? Yes, I do. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I need a new telescope. Mine broke. Oh no. She can have my tugboat. You have a tugboat? Those assets are essential for emergency situations and cannot be casually discarded. Proposal denied. Damn. You kids just rejecting everyone out here. Ah, this doesn't work. That doesn't work. Is there anything here we can sell for some quick cash? Yes. Yes, there is. Give me your hat. Please? Oh yeah. What about that ID card we picked up earlier today? Miss Hellion discussed it with our client, who refused to claim it, and Griffin can dispose of it as we see fit. We're rich! Sounds great. We'll sell it off to an underground broker then. Didn't Cheetah say it was super valuable? That means we ought to be able to hold out for a good long time if we do. That's a lot of candy. Proposal did not... Motherfucker. The solution to all our problems is right there. Why? Why? That's all You're gonna even deny that too? Well, do we have the addresses from any underground brokers in Griffin systems? Motherfucker, is this before Perry the MP5? I think this is before Perry the MP5. We've gone back in time in the timeline. In fact, I think this This is a time before the starting events of Girls Frontline 2. I feel like this is a prologue event that happened before the commander picked up that mysterious box contract that turned into a lolly. Spoilers for Chapter 1. But motherfuckers, if you haven't played Chapter 1 of the story by that out, the game's been out for like a year. Come on. No. I mean, they don't even have any fixed premises or anything. What kind of information would we possibly have on them? Then can we use public trade platforms to work out this deal? If such avenues were available to them, they wouldn't be underground brokers. I hardly knowers. In other words, it's too risky. Proposal denied. Fuck off! Bursting and guns blazing is risky. What do you mean too risky? She mad. As QJ looks around at her teammates, who all seem a little out of it, she feels her head beginning to ache. I would too if I had to be around her. Damn. While she'd already expected that finding a solution would be difficult, she wasn't expecting them to not make any progress at all. Frostfall Squad's role is too poorly defined. We can take on any kind of assignment, but that also makes it harder for clients to choose us over peers who have more specialized skill sets. Seems you're focusing on service details isn't enough. QJ sighs quietly and gives up on continuing the discussion. We'll end today's meeting here then. I'll go talk to Miss Hellion again and see what the other assets we have available to us. Dismissed. Finally we can go to bed! God! Half an hour later. Someone stalks the quiet corridor, frazzled from a lack of sleep. It's me! Oh. Not Mio. It's not like I don't understand where Leader's coming from. She's being a bit too cautious, isn't she? Uh-oh, she's gonna take matters into her own hands. Rosa's squad and 404 are already helping the commander. 11 and the others are helping Kalina, too. So this is in the middle of the story somewhere. Wait, then why aren't they with the commander? What? Meanwhile, you're just stuck treading water in the green zone, all curled up into a ball and trying to think of how to make a living. Really pisses me off. Welcome to 2025 plus 51. Any case, let's grab the ID card while Miss Leader and Miss Hellion are talking. She's stealing it! She's stealing it! Making up her mind, Lynn opens the door to Hellion's office. However, the scene depicted in her visual modules comes out as a bit of a surprise. Is someone there? The moonlight shines through the window and illuminates the corner of Hellion's desk. A very suspicious-looking character is there, ridging around like they're looking for something. After confirming that the object bobbing around on the thief's hand is a beret, Lynn breathes a sigh of relief. They had the same idea! She silently circles around, behind the burglar, and slaps her on the back. Oi! Gina! Hey! Get jump-scared, idiot! A sudden smack startles Cheetah so badly that she curls up into the fetal position and grabs her head. You fucking killed her, dude! She'll never recover from that. Caretaker! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come here and steal stuff! Please give me a chance to turn over and you... Quiet, you! Not Miss Hellion. Me. Baseball, huh? Cheetah looks back and giggles at Lynn. Oh, so it was you, Lynn. You scared the hell out of me. What are you doing here? Pretty sure you already know. Oh, so you had the same idea as me. Namely, to sell off the ID card. Am I right or am I right? Conglasturbation on arriving at the same conclusion as this genius's brain. Self-proclaimed. Wasn't I the one who suggested that? Get high on... Certified high on pot noose moment. Also, you're searching for the ID card. Should be looking over there, right? Lynn points to the code-locked safe behind the door. Eh? When did Caretaker's caretaker move it there? I love how she addresses Hellion as Caretaker's caretaker. Who cares? Take her. The most important thing is that her genius can finally be put to use. You should have something that can open safes, right? Show me what it can do. She's gonna blow it open, isn't she? Of course I do. It's just a safe. I can open it in just 3 seconds. Cheetah produces an unlocker, I hardly know her, from her pocket and connects it to the safe. Son, me, each. As the bolt slides back, the two of them open the safe door. A gleaming ID card lies quietly inside it. How that? Are you in awe of this genius's invention? Isn't it amazing? Yeah, it is. Lynn nods, then slips the card into the waistband pocket before heading out the door, leaving Cheetah staring dumbfoundedly at where the card used to be. She just walked in and grabbed it! She's like, screw your cutscene, I'm taking matters into my own hands. Walking off just like that's really rude, you know? Aren't you gonna discuss your next move with this genius? Also, shouldn't you show some respect? I mean, I'm the one who opened the lock, you know. Hey! Are you pretending not to hear me? You should be singing praises of my genius! Shh! And raises a finger and signals to Cheetah to shush. Then, she beckons behind her, indicating that Cheetah should follow. Well, we're the ones who caused the most of the trouble anyway. Might as well go settle it together. Settle what? The money problem. The whole point of getting this was to sell it for money, right? I know an underground broker. I hardly know her. He just so happens to be at one of his old hangouts today. Come with me. Oh, the plot thickens. Alright. Well, let's go gambling, and then we'll take a Bezos break, unless we get her, in which we won't take a bait. You know, we're at 50, we won't get her. But we're gonna go gambling anyway! Oh my god! I just said we won't get her. 50-50 activated. Alright, Ness, got this upcoming Sunday workout plan. Question is, should I throw in a couple of yoga poses too? Yes, you should! Also, this might be happening. Everyone buckle up. Because it's actually Bezos break time. I'm gonna blue balls all of you. And we're just gonna take a Bezos break, and when we come back, we're gonna fail our 50-50. The Bezos break is eternal. This way no one misses it. I'll catch you all. Welcome home, Mosin and God. Shut the fuck up! Don't watch the ads. Can't believe you've done this. All right, we're back. Now's the time to refresh. And I'll give everyone a little moment to refresh just in case. So what ended up happening, it's storming outside. I am the storm that is approaching, but I'm already here. So I'm worried that the internet may glitch out again, but I'm glad I took that Basil's break when I did, because you guys missed nothing from the brief stream spike lag. But we should be back now. So with plenty of further ado, let's see what we got. If it's another fucking Mosin Nagant, I'm gonna flip. Hey! We got AA12, except that's not what we wanted. Not different Nagant! I swear to God, they're taunting me. Oh, dang it. They're taunting me now. It's gonna be the 10th one, isn't it? It's fine. Fucking can't. This happens every fucking time. This is actually the worst outcome. Oh my fucking God, this is... I'm actually kind of mad. Like, genuinely. I'm miffed at this. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is actual fucking bullshit. She's already V6. I get her more than anything. This is genuinely rigged. I can't... Time to ban taters? No. I'm getting Chinese scammed is what I'm going on. That's what's going on. They say it's random. Ain't no way it's random. This is by far the past 3 50-50s I've failed, and the past 3 50-50s I've gotten Mosin Nagant every single time. Like, the chances of that happening specifically are way too... It's way too coincidental. That's like getting 3 quads in a row in poker. Like, it just doesn't fucking happen. Oh, at least we get a bunny. I did her lore the other night, and her lore is actually alright. It's pretty basic, but, you know, I thought it was nice. She's okay. We get Tater's wife. Okay, we're redeeming it. We got a lot of Doritos from this. We might as well use those Doritos and redeem another 10 point. That's fine. We got Tater's wife. That's acceptable. The lights just flickered. So I'm really hoping that the internet doesn't go out. Okay. Tater's wife. She's part of the event. She counts. And we ended with one of those. Okay, that's some horse shit. This is some actual horse shit. Wow. We don't even, that's a slap in the face. Let me show you what 90 Doritos gets you. Check this shit out. We go to Trading Post. Where's the Dorito store? Here it is. 90 Doritos gets you 3 pulls. By pulling a elite character you've already maxed out, your compensation is 3 pulls. Yeah. And I've gotten that same Mosin Nagant a grand total of 9 times, as opposed to literally anyone else. We're going back in. We're gambling one more time just to burn some more pity, and yep, Nacho for the win. At least they gave us the Dorito store early because the players complained. Exchanging Doritos for premium pulls wasn't supposed to be a thing until much later in the English server, because of course the Chinese would try to scrape as much money off of us as possible, because Girls Frontline, surprisingly enough... Wife! I'm happy now. We got my wife. I am no longer angry. But because enough players complained, we got the Dorito store early, which is fine. And I feel like the news of the skin gacha being implemented it was so bad that the Chinese players actually unionized. And go ahead and let that sentence stick in. Let's continue the story. Here we go. It's okay, the next 50-50 is guaranteed. Do you get Doritos Incognito there? What did he mean by this? What did he mean by this? What do you mean Doritos Incognito? That could mean a number of things. Cheetah follows Lynn to a seedy little alley in the yellow zone. A flavor? I don't eat Doritos, so I wouldn't know. And nearby street lamps crackle and blink every now and then. The ground is covered with beer bottles and other junk, and the air is redolent with a rotting stench born from the unholy fusion of expired alcohol and food scraps. Holy shit, they found my house. Is this the old hangout you were talking about? Can anyone who lives here really afford to buy that polyalloy card? Infinite pulls on Pixiv is what he means. Oh yeah! I don't use incognito mode for that. You can find underground brokers anywhere. I make a big deal out of it. Rather than worry about not being able to find a buyer, I hardly know her, you should think about what you'll do if robbers suddenly show up. Robber? I hardly know her! Lynn reaches into her waistband pocket. A hard sensation there helps calm her neurocloud down a little. Excuse me? I've seen some shit. I won't think about it too much. Relax! We're both super strong tactical dolls, aren't we? Who would be dumb enough to try and mug us? Famous last words said before you get mugged. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. They're gonna get mugged, but it's gonna turn into a gameplay segment, and we're gonna whoop the mugger's ass in the gameplay, but some plot device is gonna make it such that they make off with the card anyways, and we gotta chase him down. Oh yeah, how did you meet that broker anyway? You know how you keep asking for materials for your inventions, especially the stuff with really weird names? I can only get those through less than legal channels. You only realized that just now. Baseball, huh? Well, I guess that's how it works. Guess this broker guy really helped us out a lot. I'm suddenly filled with determination and confidence about this trade. After hearing you say that, any confidence I had is gone. Yo, she's literally me. Then comes to a halt in front of a neon sign that seems to advertise a bar. Alright, bet. We'll do things like we discussed. I'll talk to the broker, you keep watch outside. Baseball, huh? Are you sure you don't want to let everyone's beloved genius, yours truly, handle the interaction? I've already dealt with him several times before, so I'll probably have better luck haggling with him. You can take that mouth of yours and squawk if you see anything funny. Lynn continues down another winding alley and arrives in front of a rusty door gate. He knocks lightly on it, and it cracks open a hair shortly afterwards. A wary face is visible in the gap. Anne exchanges looks with Lynn, and then nods and opens the door, gesturing for her to enter. Whew. Unlike the dreary, silent streets, the inside of the bar is lively and bustling. Several thugs are sitting around a table and drinking beer, their massive frames making their chairs creak with every move they make. God, they're fat hosts. Lynn seems to have anticipated all this. She heads over to the counter and sits down next to a man in a ball cap. Ohisashiburi. Despite the fact that she's talking to the broker, I hardly know her, Lynn doesn't turn to look at him. Instead, her eyes casually roam the drinks rack in front of her. Easy to pick you out of a crowd, at least. Like it's gonna be a good day. Another good deal just walked up. Uh-oh. Let me think. Last time I saw you was... You got a wall of text you want to dump on me, but I'll just skip it if you don't mind. I didn't come here to listen to you reminisce. Yo! She skipped the cutscene, let's go! I got something that ought to be pretty valuable, and I'd like you to take it off my hands. Thanks, so Lynn reaches into her waistband pocket and exposes part of the card. Freshly patented by the Gerard Group. Interested? So, as I look up yoga poses, I'm learning why I seem to be weirdly flexible despite not practicing for it. A number of these poses I commonly do in daily life. This man does the Warrior 3 pose as seen in Ring Fit Adventure. Very cool. Uh-oh. He mad. Upon seeing the card, the broker tenses up for a moment, but relaxes the next second. Takes Lind over to a table in the corner, then removes his hat, revealing a gloomy face. That's kind of gloomy, I guess. That liquid phase-shaped memory alloy? That is rare. Pulling it off will be a bit troublesome, but if the price is right, there'll be no shortage of buyers. Provided, of course, there's nothing wrong with the goods. You can just say you want to test it, you know. Lind quietly, then places the card on the table before sliding it over to the broker. Wow, he's gonna steal it! He's gonna steal it! Don't do that! Actually, yes, I do indeed do Warrior 3 commonly. Well, maybe not the Ring Fit version. Picks up the card and examines it in the dim light of the bar, then takes out a small knife from his waist. Edge glides across the surface of the card, and the honeycomb patterns on it ripple and gleam. Seeing this, the broker nods. That's polyalloy, alright. What you want for it? This much will do. Lynn shows him a number. Broker doesn't respond right away, instead waxing thoughtful. We haggle him. The card in his hand drums against the table with a tap tap tap. Their goods have a lot of value as collector's items. Fortunately, I don't have enough cash on hand to pay you in full. What does that mean? I'm gonna buy on credit? No. What I'm trying to say is that if I had 10 minutes, I could get my boys to bring the full sum over. I don't trust that. I don't trust that. As a trader, I hardly know her. I understand that time is money. So in the end, the ball's in your court. Having said his piece, the broker waits for Lynn's reply. If it's just 10 minutes, I can wait. Thank you for placing your trust in me. It seems the broker is pleased by the answer, because he smiles almost imperceptibly and raps on the table. Thugs seated by the entrance get up and squeeze their bulky frames out of the front door. Holding metal gate creaks mournfully. For that, the broker snaps his fingers and someone places a steaming cup of coffee in front of Lynn. The sweetness of the double-sugared beverage allows her frazzled nerves to relax a little. Seems to be the first time I've sold you something, right? Thought you'd want to haggle more about the price. I've never skimped on the money as long as the goods were worth it. My principle as a businessman. Oh, not wrong. Last time I saw you, you were alone. Turns out you got yourself a crew pretty fast. I'm sure not a lot of armed goons are gonna arrive. They will, and they're gonna steal the card in a cutscene. This the secret to making it in big business? Well, I've been slumming it all over the yellow zones for so many years. Makes sense to get a few buddies, right? Strictly speaking, though, that isn't the secret to making it in big business. That would be profit above all. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. The sound of scattered footsteps echoes down the alleyway, heading for the bar. Lynn glances through the window and sees several Varyagers walk past. An opportunity comes to kill two birds with one stone? No businessman would refuse. Uh-oh. Lynn hears the crisp sound of a chambering round from behind her. Turns and sees the broker's mouth twisted into a savage grin, the muzzle of his gun pointed between her eyes. You just made a big mistake, mister. Just then, she gets a transmission from Cheetah. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Saw a bunch of armed Varyagers heading towards the bar just now. You better keep your eye... What's wrong with the signal here? Hello? Lynn, there's Varyagers headed toward the bar! Be careful! Wow, thanks, Cheetah. That warning came just in time. A pack of Varyagers burst into the bar, and they all point guns at Lynn. Lynn just shakes her head, ignoring Cheetah as she repeats hello over the channel and tightens her grip on her gun. I was hoping we could settle this in a civilized way, but it looks like that's not an option anymore. Fine then. Been pissed off all night. Time to take it out on you! She mad. Let's go. Hey, they took it outside. Nice. And it's still daytime. Neat. I knew it. You're only punctual when it's time for a fight, aren't you? Hey, there's Cheetah. Ah! Lynn, how did things end up like this? Did negotiations break down or something? Rather than not successful, I should say it was too successful. Either way, it seems a fight is unavoidable. Cheetah, prepare for a breakout. Time for this genius to show her brilliance, as she just unloads into the pole instead of his face. What level are these guys? Level 16? You know what? You know, fuck it. We'll keep Frostfall Squad in. Otherwise, I'd handle it with just those two for extra immersion. But it's fine. We'll do it this way. Alright. So, due to the event, and there was extra things that I want to take care of in Girls Frontline anyways, I might, depending on how things go today and tomorrow, I might end up streaming Girls Frontline on Saturday morning, after the F1 sprint race. Wait, I think, yeah, it'll be after the sprint race and after Perea Simone's birthday stream. I want to be there for that. But we're dual wielding. Don't put the gun away. She puts the gun away. she puts the gun away for the animation. Excuse me. Also, from half an hour or so ago, huge asset. Was on the treadmill, so you couldn't type. Man's been waiting for that. You know what? I'll give you that one. You earned that one. You did your time on the treadmill. You're doing good. You earned the right to make that joke. I still hate it, but I'll let it pass. This is fine. What's that orb above his head? Is that Lynn's ability? I think it is. The candy explosion. It's just a big gumball. Gotta do, you should join us on Sunday. Yes, join us on the workout on Sunday. We do exercises on Sunday in my Discord. And it's great because it is body improvement for all involved. Tongues of fire spit from gun muzzles, riddling the door with sparks. Stream sparks, unable to hold up its own weight, it collapses with a loud crash, and Lynn and Cheetah take the opportunity to escape the bar. Wait! Lynn, did you get the card? The sound of gunfire, the Viagra's yelling, and the girl's frantic footsteps blend together in the pitch-black alleyway. I didn't look at her kit before throwing on flowers, but I did know she's another AoE that I'm gonna have to go back and change. Right, I still need to do the flowers thing. I still have the freaking rookie challenges for the flowers. Savages, all of them. Lynn shoots an exasperated look at Cheetah. What are you looking at me for? If not for this genius's heroic intervention, you'd be in even bigger trouble now, alright? You hadn't started chucking smoke bombs around all of a sudden, I'd have gotten the ID card back. Well, now they have to kill everyone. You mean shaking off the guys chasing us isn't important at all? Just as Cheetah finishes, several more Viagers show up at the entrance to the alley and point their guns at the duo. Motherfucker. They should hire me to write these stories. They got ambushed, obviously, and had to fight, and they didn't get the card back. In a cutscene. In a fucking cutscene. You win in the game and lose in the cutscene. Like, oh no, if they hired me to write these stories, there would be so much more avant-garde art of the dolls on Pixiv. We'll leave it at that. Lynn grabs Cheetah and yanks her into a side alley. Several bullets hit the wall behind the place they were a moment ago, throwing up wisps of dust. All the escapes we were planned have been cut off by Viagers. What do we do now? Do we have any other backup routes? Well, there's no way out. Why not just make one? I have an AA-12. I'm most curious about the rest of your predictions. Don't be. I predict that I'm gonna try to get Lynn this stream, but if not, we'll just get her tomorrow. Lynn shifts behind Cheetah and pulls the trigger. A hail of buckshot forces the pursuing Viagers back and they duck behind cover. Bang, bang! Then Lynn swings her muzzle over and takes out the Viagers trying to ambush them from the flanks. Just as the two of them are about to make their breakout, yet another squad of Viagers appears in front of them. There they are! Don't let them get away! Over here, Lynn! On your three! The two of them hurry deeper into the alley, but find that it leads to a forbiddingly high wall. Why do they put those in alleyways? I'd like that's just the ultimate screw you. An alleyway is supposed to be an extra way to go by buildings, and putting an absurdly high wall goes against the alleyway. Also, Megzy got a new key that kind of just kills dudes at the start of her turn. I'll have to look at that. The shouts of the Viagers grow louder behind them. We got them cornered, boss! They're in a dead end! Get the boys over here! They're not getting away this time! Damn it. No end to them? You goddamn cockroaches! After checking her ammo and discovering that she's running out, Lynn looks at Cheetah. Warning, it's a lot of reading. Yes, I saw the wall of text in the video preview. How many of those bombs do you have? Let me see. Oops, I think I just threw the last one. How? How? You bombs are all you have. Because your shindig is the bomb diggity. I don't even know what that means. Lynn looks at the wall. It doesn't seem surmountable by effort alone. The sound of footsteps growing increasingly louder reminds her of the reality that the Viagers are going to reach them any minute now. They're out of time. Cheetah, climb on my shoulders and get out of here. What? I said, climb on my shoulders and get out of here. I'll stay behind to cover you. Hurry! Are you telling me to escape ahead of you? Hell no! If someone's gonna be covering someone else, I can do it for you too. Your frame's smaller and you're more mobile than me. Your chances of escape are higher than mine. But, No buts. One person's escaping is better than none at all, alright? I've taken so many hostage rescue missions already, so I'm just thinking it was my turn to be saved this time. Damn. And there! They're all the way at the end! Don't have time for this! Go, Cheetah! Cheetah can hear the Varjager's footsteps approaching. She grits her teeth, then vaults her over the wall with Lynn's help. He looks back and sees the Varjagers swarming Lind, who fearlessly fires into the horde. Be back for you, Lind! Wait for me! I mean, I'll actually have a choice. I can't believe Lind is fucking dead. And they lost the card. So, okay, here's how the story's gonna go. They're not getting the card back, but they're gonna get like a piece of info in the Gerard group that's gonna help the commander on his quest a little bit when they finally get back to the main story. All of it ties back into the main story. Let's go gambling! Fine. Fine. I didn't want a A12 anyway. It's fine. I'll just. Okay, that's okay. We already got Bunny. We got Bunny. Her lore was all right. I actually recommend reading her lore. It's a little feels good. It gives a little more detail into why she acts the way she does. And honestly, it's real. For what it's worth, it's kind of sweet. I liked it. Hey, A12. Aw, dang it. 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 Hey, A12. Aw, dang it. Went as well as I expected it to go, but it's fine. Well, I have so much premium currency. We're good. Let's continue the story. When one's life is threatened, an exception can be found to any rule. Yeah? What? Is it your first time seeing this? No, it is not. On the outskirts of the Yellow Zone, Frostfall Squad follows a signal to its endpoint. All they find is a patch of sandy dirt surrounded by an endless expanse of wasteland. Over here! Lynn's signal's close by! Where the trail ends. Must have jammed it starting from this point. Polo, can you make any contact by radio? Connection failed. Lynn's communicator is probably not in range. Let me see. When the last time Lynn's signal showed up? It was roughly 5 hours ago. Polo looks around. Nobody else here besides Frostfall Squad. Gust of wind blows, and the trio's footsteps are instantly covered up by the sand. Even our tracks from 5 minutes ago would have been hard to find, let alone 5 hours. Cheetah, you're the one with all the clues now. Think carefully. Did you see anything noteworthy during the battle? If you're talking about noteworthy stuff... What are you looking at me for? It's not for this genius's heroic invention. You'd be in bigger trouble now, right? You hadn't started chucking smoke bombs around all of a sudden. I could have gotten the ID card back. Come to think of it, those Varjagers were acting out really weird. They'd already gotten the polyalloy card, so why would they need to pursue us so hard? Okay, that's actually a pretty good detail to pick up on. I didn't consider that. I just consider the Varjagers to be, like, angry all the time. What? Well, this wasn't just a robbery, but a deliberate, dull kidnapping. Also, there were tons of Varjagers. They blocked off all the escape routes we planned beforehand. How many of them were there? About 6 or 7 squads worth at the very least. It's strange indeed. Varjagers usually think of underground brokers as easy targets due to the difference in fighting strength, and both sides tend to think poorly of each other. While there are some less moral brokers who slum it with Varjagers, an operation like this is far beyond the ability of a single broker to control. In other words, it's not so much that the broker was in league with the Varjagers, but there was someone with troops of their own running the whole show from behind the scenes. It's the Gerard group, isn't it? They want their card back. UJ ponders the issue. Was there anything special about these Varjagers? Something special. Let me think. I got it! They were wearing badges with something that looked like a dagger on them. It was like... just like... Leader, picking up an unknown signal nearby, approaching us from the south. The roar of an engine precedes the sight of a gray jeep cresting a sand dune. Thick, black smoke spews from behind it as the noise shatters the peaceful silence in the desert. It's like... yeah, just like the insignia on that jeep! You were the ones chasing me and Lynn last night! Upon realizing that Lynn might be on that vehicle, Frostfall Squad subconsciously tightened their grips on their guns. Frostfall Squad, prepare for battle! Intercept that vehicle! Dang, we get a vehicle battle? Now, just a bunch of Varyagers on the ground. Let's go! So, at work today, I feel like I am picking the wrong dialogue options in terms of, well, everything. That's how I feel by default. I feel like my deadpan, I'm hired all the time sense of humor doesn't land with everyone. But at least this guy is another fellow tired engineering graduate. There we go, Sunday's plan ready. 3 each for legs, core, and cardio, with 4 for arms by adding push-ups. And after that, 3 yoga poses. Holy shit. 3, 6, 9, 12, that's 16. That is sweet 16. Oh wait, we're done already. Damn it, they got the jump on us! As bullets hit their tires, the Varyagers realize that something's off and they frantically pull hard on the steering wheel. Don't pull the steering wheel, turn it. If you pull it, you'll be activating the Mercedes dual-axis steering system, which got banned by the FIA for being overpowered, despite, you know, the whole point of an innovation race is to innovate. Retreat! Retreat! Think you can run? Not so fast! Bearing 035 degrees. Ready to fire! Frostfall Squad seizes the moment and opens fire as one. With a loud crash, the Jeep finally gives up the ghost, skidding for a distance before overturning. Leader, we've intercepted the vehicle! I'm heading in to search it! Leader, I didn't find Lind on the vehicle, but I found the broker from yesterday who dealt with us! Oh, they got him involved. Tried to find yoga poses that are much more like a stretch than a flex, and without demanding too much initial flexibility. Thanks, score! Cheetah drags up the trussed-up broker from the crashed Jeep and dumps him on the ground like a sack of potatoes. Like a sack of taters! Eh! The impact knocks his gas mask off, revealing the grimace on his face. He's gonna die in the yellow zone, the radiation! Dolls? Is that so surprising? You should have seen a ton of dolls recently. For instance, the one who tried to sell you that polyalloy card last night. What did you do with her? QJ presses her gun against the broker's head. The broker laughs in an infuriating way, as if QJ's anger means nothing to him. So that's how risky this deal turned out to be. If I'd known, I would have asked that guy for more. Don't change the subject. QJ jabs his temple with her gun for emphasis, and the pain makes the broker wince. I'll ask you one more time. What do you do to Lynn? And who is that guy? Okay, fine. According to the code of the brokers, I shouldn't be telling you who hired me. However, I think exceptions can be made when your life's at risk. Hey, that was the header. Nice. I heard me know. After exercise and planning, I'm gonna go lurk and eat. Enjoy your lurk, Core. Leave the volume on. The broker stretches out his right hand and draws a number in the air. He draws the winning lotto number. He called himself Holtz. Showed me a picture of a doll to bring in and made me an offer I couldn't refuse. Man, this guy's collecting doll pictures? Me. As for whether it was a fake name or what he wanted for the doll for, beats me. Way above my pay grade, so to say. Holtz? You mean that guy from the news broadcast? QJ was visibly surprised to hear that name. Leader, what's wrong? I'm not wrong. The client from yesterday's commission at that mansion was also called Holtz. He has the doll pics in jars, just like me. Only Bono. Why leave the volume on? I'm subbed. You get money regardless. Fair. Okay. And according to the client's information he submitted, this Mr. Holtz ought to be the young master of a toy company. Wait, seriously? What would that some little prince from a toy company even want with Lind? Not sure, but I am sure that Miss Hellian's information is correct. When you hand her over? Let's due south from here, at a port on the edge of the yellow zone. This doll, if you ask me, we can talk terms here and make a mutually profitable shoot him in the head! Oh, I was kidding. QJ decides that there's nothing more she can learn from him and cuts off the blather with a gun butt to the back of the head. She saved a bullet. Very cool. Cheetah knocks out the rest of the Varyagers' mooks as well. You really should shoot him. They're Varyagers. Leader, since we know where Lind is, we should head out right away! Lolo emerges from the Jeep, waving to QJ with the ID card in hand. Search complete. I've recovered the polyalloy card. Damn it, there goes my prediction. They got the card back, but now we gotta get Lind back. Shit. They're gonna trade the card for Lind, aren't they? And that's how they're back to square one and broke as fuck. with the commander. That's how they're gonna do it. Yes, Lind might be in danger, so we should move quickly. Crossfall squad, head toward the port at maximum speed. You mean ludicrous speed? That's pretty fast. I'd go at ludicrous speed, honestly. In fact, I would upgrade their frames to handle ludicrous speed. Otherwise, my resonant frequencies would dismantle them in bed. Let's go gambling. We are at the same pity level as we were before, i.e. 0. We still have that 0.6% chance, which gets rounded to like 5.2% for a 10 pull. It might happen, but I doubt it. Also, if I weren't subbed, I can mute the tab and technically not mute Twitch's player. Understandable, have a great day. It just miffs me that Twitch doesn't count viewers under certain circumstances. But thanks for sticking around for some gambling! It didn't work. I thought I could talk my way into it working, but it didn't. Handing out ludicrous speed means taking all the jiggling out. Yes! Yes, it does. The jiggle I'm interested in is this. The jiggle hair physics. I really like flowy, wavy hair like this. This is what I want. And I'm glad it's there. Ah, dang it. What the fuck, hair freak? I've said it before in a VC. I'm not sure if I said it in stream, so I'm gonna say it now. Unless I explicitly deny it, you can just assume I'm into whatever's being talked about. That's it. And I'm gonna go out of my way to not explicitly deny as much as possible. So far, I have explicitly denied inflation and scat. Because no, we don't do that here. Let's continue the story. Oh hey, story note, very cool. The shadow below the crystal goblet is harder to clean away than the wine strands. Wait, how far are we? Okay, so we're about half. We're making good time. We're making good time. We'll be able to finish the story tomorrow. Veil of night settles over the quiet port. Rusted cranes stand in formation by the waterline, a testament to its past glory. Insert white hair pretty meme? Yes, I find the white hair to be very pretty. Not to be confused with white hair from old age, but white hair on anime. There we go. I'm waiting for your food to cook before you lurk fully. Understandable, have a great day. Currently, most of the street lamps by the shore are damaged, blinking on and off intermittently. When it's like 5:30 a.m. on my way to work, it feels like the lights that illuminate a lot of the roads I take, including the interstate, they're not always consistently on, despite it being 5:30 a.m. and the sun still has a while to go before it decides to rise. I'm like, street lamps, please. Dark. Crossfall squad huddles in a dark corner of the port, studying a massive cruise liner. I hardly know her, moored into a pier. This luxury vessel stands in stark contrast to the dilapidated port. Its hull and surroundings are illuminated like daytime by high-power searchlights. Wait a minute, this isn't the Wawa event. See white hair pretty. More people are boarding. Lilo studies the gangway intently through the binocular she's holding. Binocular? I hardly know her! This will be the 11th group tonight. Security guards in black uniforms stand on the gangway. Step forward and halt the two people who are approaching them. One of them, a well-dressed gentleman, takes a card from his pocket and hands it to the guards. After verifying the guest's identity, the guard returns it to him with both hands and executes a picture-perfect 45-degree bow before gesturing to the guest and his accompanying doll to board the vessel. Most of the guests are accompanied by dolls. I surmise that this Holtz kidnapped Lind. He might have brought her aboard as his companion doll. Given the way they're dressed, I'd say there's some kind of party in there. And then why would they need so many dolls for a party? It's just weird. Oh, you sweet summer child. I would have a doll party every fucking night if I could. Also, our current location should be considered the border between the green zone and the yellow zone. So why would those rich people from the white zone come all this way to join an ordinary party here? Doll auction? No! No! You stop that! I've played enough Ready or Not to know where that's going. Hello, why are you looking at me? I was just surprised. Turns out even you can say something useful at times. Holy shit. Cuts like a fucking knife. I buy to squeamish. Do not squeamish the dolls, please. Ah, so you're taking shots at me now that Lynn's gone, Tolala? Ah? Seeing that Cheetah's about to flip out, QJ strategically clears her throat to get the conversation back on track. We'll probably only learn the answer to those questions after we go in there. Someone get Ulrid, we got another ring to crash. Spoilers for Ulrid's lore, damn! Ulrid's lore is one of the reasons why I like her so much. Cheetah, do you have any items that could help us sneak aboard a cruise ship? Of course I do! I recommend using this genius tactical grappling claw. A gentle throw sends it onto the deck whereupon it lashes on tight, and then you can swing over with a whoosh! QJ looks around at her searchlights and around a cruise liner, I hardly know her, and shakes her head in resignation. Anything else? How about this imitation dolphin? We could hide it under and swim over to the liner, then wait until they're not looking before climbing aboard. Cheetah, the plan is to sneak in, not draw the attention of people on the ship. I knew it. Clearly imagining things when I thought Cheetah could be useful. Hey! I heard that, Tololo! Fine then, why don't you come up with a solution on your own? If stealth isn't an option, let's just walk right in. What? Looks like this cruise liner is for members only. While the perimeter security is very tight, the security procedure for boarding are fairly simple. All guests have to do is show their ID. And this is what they were showing to the guards. Tololo takes out the polyolly cord she received from the broker and puts it in QJ's hands. We'll be posing as guests then. Yep. Based on what we saw just now, it's not unusual for a guest to board in the company of a doll. So we should be able to get 2 people in there. As for whether there will be further security measures after we get in, that remains to be seen. This is the only plan where they have seen which even has the slightest bit workable. Every moment wasted only increases the chances of Lynn meeting with danger. QJ comes to a conclusion. That's fine. We'll leave one person outside to respond to any changes in the situation and minimize the risk of failing the mission. I'll disguise myself as a guest. As for Tololo and Cheetah, QJ glances at Cheetah, whose face is full of anticipation, and imagines what might happen if Cheetah is allowed to roam free on her own. Scenes of the port being leveled by explosions and other kind of devastation all fill her mind. Yeah? I think I'll bring Cheetah in with me. Tololo, stay outside and help analyze the vessel's structure. Make sure you maintain constant contact with Griffin HQ. Got it. Tololo nods and raises the binoculars again. Now the remaining issue is how to hide the glossiness of a doll's synthetic dermis. They're so glossy. That's why they're so shiny and... I'm not finishing that sentence. That's your wife. Yes, it is. You're bringing your wife along board. That's easy, leader. Just leave it to me. At last, it's the time for my genius invention. Skinwalker spray to shine. Oh god, the Skinwalkers! Soon. TM. Tololo is watching QJ and Cheetah approaching the gangway through their binoculars. Greetings. Your identification, please. QJ hands the guard the ID card with her left hand. The right is behind her back, feeling for her dagger. Guard eyes QJ warily. Something wrong, madam? Are you not feeling well? Feel a little hot under those searchlights. Be quick about it, please. The guard sticks her card into the reader. There's a quiet beep, and the word success appears on the screen. I apologize for your discomfort, ma'am. Welcome aboard to the MV Novalis, madame. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you. QJ nods and collects the ID card. Then she gently drags Cheetah along into the depths of the cruise liner. I hardly know her. Ah yes, Skinwalkers, aka flesh pedestrians, as me and my sister verbally referred to them as. Oh no, it's the Titanic! The liner's interior is decorated in a Baroque style, with crystal chandeliers hanging high overhead, filling the hall with brilliant illumination. Guests in fancy clothing hold flutes of champagne as they converse in small groups. The sound of laughter and clinking glasses fills the air. QJ and Cheetah only draw a few aside glances as they enter in the hall. Those guests who notice them merely raise their glasses and salute before turning away to re-immerse themselves in the revelry. Wow, this it? Is this how the rich throw parties? Look at all this luxury. Leader, look! They decorated this wall with cloud pieces. Can we grab a few on our way out? Lower your voice, Cheetah. There are many guests and security personnel here. We need to keep a low profile and avoid drawing unnecessary attention. The line of security robots roll between them in an orderly manner. Split up and slowly roll into the areas to the left and right. QJ watches them as they head into the depths of the hall. The left contains the dining hall and shopping area, while the right has the bar and the lounge. Make sure we get a checkout first, leader. Time's tight, so for efficiency's sake, I think we should split up. I don't think that's a great idea. Cheetah, you go left and I'll go right. We'll meet back here in 10 minutes. Got it. See you later then. Ooh, gambling. We can go gambling. The bar that adjoins the casino is livelier than the main party hall. The guests gather in small groups, and occasional laughs escape them. Some of the guests are red-faced with anger, loudly bemoaning their luck, or lack thereof. Sounds like a skill issue, honestly. Apple juice, please. Motherfucker orders apple juice at a casino. Future takes a drink from the passing waiter's tray and leans on the bar, quietly listening to the conversation between the guests. Soon, her attention is drawn by a nearby commotion. Hey, barkeep! Give me and my friend here a glass of Lafite! QJ looks to the side. Two businessmen are walking in from the bar entrance, an arm over their shoulders, headed for the counter. Hardly know her. On noticing what's going on, the people around them seem to be either afraid or in awe of their status, because they immediately clear a path for them and give the pair a wide berth. I haven't seen you here in so long. Where have you been recently? I had some business on my family's side, so I had to attend a whole bunch of gatherings and parties. Took a lot of doing to get free, I'll tell you that. But it's not fun. Not as fun as a hole in the head, but they were all boring as hell. In the end, it's this place that suits me best. After all, there's some events that you can only find here. And things that really get my blood going. The rich man taps the table with a knuckle and then points down. Two of them exchange knowing smiles. That's right, that's not even getting to this nice special event. Should be about time, right? The rich man looks at his watch. The gemstones set into the hands glisten with a crimson light. He laughs and takes an exquisitely made metal box from his coat pocket, revealing a neat glow of gold casino chips. He's a high roller. I hardly know her. Guess we got some time. Why don't we notice something fun to whet our appetites? The card tables have been boring as hell during the past few weeks without you. It'd be my pleasure. A hint of excitement crosses the wealthy man's face. He nods as snatches up his glass and drains it in one gulp. Damn! I like to sip my drinks, but then I get carried away. He then adjusts his suit while the other man pats his shoulder. Two of them get up and head towards the casino. Before long, they're lost in the flow of humanity. I don't think there's much humanity between them, honestly. QJ places her empty, long-stemmed glass on the counter before nodding to the bartender and withdrawing to the main hall. At the same time, Cheetah returns from the dining hall. Oh, she's back. She actually lived. Leader, listen to me. I found two really weird things. QJ nods, indicating that Cheetah should continue. Remember what Tololo said about seeing humans with doll partners at the port? I didn't see any dolls in the main hall. Where'd they all go? Now that you mention it, I've only seen humans here too. See? If Lynn were taken onto the ship by that guy, she would have been put somewhere out of sight with all those other dolls. Keeping track of the dolls' movements is definitely important. Well done, Cheetah. That's a very important clue. I got some more awesome stuff in store. Take a look at these pictures I managed to secretly take with my microcam. You have a microcam?! The picture shows the security robot's back access port. After magnification, they can clearly make out the serial number on it. GNL Beta. That's the model we saw at the mansion. One of those robots Mr. Holtz ordered from the Gerard Group. Whoa, where the cam at? I'll show you a cam grab. Oh yeah, didn't Tolola say these models weren't being marketed by the Gerard Group? Don't tell me. This entire ship is Gerard Group property? Uh-oh. That's definitely possible. However, it's also possible that the Gerard Group merely lent technical assistance to the ship's operators. Regardless of which case turns out to be true, the one thing that we know for sure is that this ship is firmly linked to the Gerard Group. Honk! Suddenly, a long hum fills the air. It seems to be coming from overhead. What's going on? Honk! The humming gets louder, but the guests seem completely used to this and do not respond in any way. Just then, QJ's communicator beeps. He picks up the call and hears Tololo's voice. Leader, the gangway guards just returned to the vessel and the gangway's been closed up. It seems the ship's about to weigh anchor. No wonder we heard that strange noise. Must have been the vessel's air horn. I'll have Miss Hellion arrange for vehicle support so I can continue supporting you at sea. I'm concerned that the situation might spiral out of control once the ship leaves port, so please be careful. Understood. As it turns out, I have some things I need you and Miss Hellion to investigate too. QJ briefly briefs Tololo on everything she's learned so far. Tell me to look into the link between the Novalis, Mr. Holtz, and the Gerard Group. Yes, I got it. Also, I have some input on the potential location of the dolls that I'd like to share with you. In the next moment, QJ receives a quick sketch of the liner's structure. Observations of the exterior suggest that the liner is divided into 3 main decks, marked first floor, second floor, and basement 1. Passengers can only board the vessel via one route. In other words, via the first floor deck, where you are now. And what about second floor? What are they doing up there? Thermal scans indicate that second floors contain servers. But my guess is that it has a functional purpose similar to a server room, a command center, and other such facilities. However, suspicious of the basement 1 deck. Part that's below the waterline? Yes, there's a hidden passage on first floor, which appears to lead to basement 1. It's very heavily guarded, and there's lots of worker traffic moving through it. Measurements of the cargo they're moving show that they're very similar to size in dolls. Uh-oh. In other words, Lynn's most likely to be in B1. Later, since we know where the entrance is, why don't we hurry up over there now? We'll take out the door guards and rush straight in. I don't think that's a good idea. After studying the numbers of security robots patrolling the main hall, QJ shakes her head. Hello. Are there any guests leaving through that entrance? No, only workers. Wait, this is some kind of auction. Uh-oh. But it's not just the dolls. I don't see their owners either. That's where the problem lies. The fact that these guests can move through suggests that there must be a VIP route from first floor to basement 1. Just don't know where it is. PJ's eyebrows narrow as she recalls what happened earlier in the bar. When the wealthy guest said, "This place," he pointed down. Look of interest when he flashed those gold casino chips. Looks like there's a big secret behind the bar. Cheetah, let's head over to the casino. It's very likely that basement 1 entrance is hidden there. Well, that's more lore. Oh, we got time. We got some more time to go gambling! Now, we're still not close to pity. We're probably not getting it this time, but fuck it. Let's burn some path. Let's burn some pulls. Let's go gambling! It didn't work. It didn't freaking work. We're probably not getting Lynn this stream, which honestly sucks. But you know what? It's fine. We'll figure it out. Aw, dang it. 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 Wow! Fuck. Ah, 12. Ah, dang it. Okay, This is why I don't recommend this game. We've already gone through a complete cycle of polls without getting the goods. That's what happens when you go gambling, kids. Don't do it. Alright. Let's continue. Yeah, we'll have enough time for one more story node. And then after that, we'll pull for Lind again, not get her, cry herself to sleep. And then when we come back, we'll complete the story tomorrow and then do the new game mode that they introduced. And hopefully the new game mode is an ass. Like the freaking challenge modes in the hard mode. It's fine. Oh hey, we get Lynn's POV. The humming of fans, the beeping of machinery, the rush of liquids through pipes. Oh hey, she's in the resort security room she locked herself up in the Perry the MP5 event. Surrounded by these sounds, Lynn slowly opens her eyes. Damn it, my head hurts. The room before her is dark. Surrounding walls are covered in displays. Flickering images radiate a ghostly blue light that dimly illuminates the interior. You've never seen this place before. Chris! Where the hell are we? Ah, it's you. You're finally awake. How do you feel? Ah? Lynn shudders as she hears an unfamiliar voice speaking directly into her ear and reflexively reaches for her gun, only to find that she is securely bound to the chair she's in. The chair slides along the ground for some distance, and the shrill sound of metallic grinding against metal fills the air. Man laughs sadistically as he watches Lynn struggle. You look like somebody who is on an FBI list for multiple things. No need to be so anxious. I'll give you your gun back later. Lynn looks to the side and sees a man in fancy clothes leaning against a control console, a mocking smile on his face. He has one hand in his pants grab and holds a long-stemmed glass in the other, blissfully savoring the fragrance of the wine within. The man slowly raises his head and exhales a long, slow breath. Even the best wine only shows its true worth in the eyes of one who understands it. That's spoken You've been brainwashed, sir. It has been proven time and again that the exquisite wine industry is a scam. Just like literally every luxury brand in existence. And you fell for it hook, line, and sinker. You literally are as dumb as you look. Holy shit. Similarly, even the most powerful doll can only show its true power when wielded by a capable master. If I were you, I'd feel honored to have been chosen by a professional like me. Fuck off! No, hear me out. Goosey? Gachi? That sounds fake. Cat got your tongue? Are you in such awe of my presence that you cannot muster up the ability to speak? You speak like the kind of person whose favorite pastime is wanking it in the mirror. Nah, it's just that you're trying so hard to be cool, but all you're doing is being cringe instead. Tell it how it is. You didn't know what Gucky is, Ness, for fuck's sake. Is that one of those Gen Z things? What the fuck? Is that what passes for businessmen these days? Have you fallen so low that you've resorted to kidnapping dolls? You'll really do anything to make a quick buck, won't you? Expensive brand for women, 4 times the price crap. No wonder I don't know it. 1, I'm not a woman, and 2, I don't buy things. Well, I would say I don't buy expensive things, but my Airsoft collection, all my Hollow merch, yeah, I don't have a leg to stand on. My bad. And the upcoming Flugelhorn next year. Maybe. It is ugly? Well, of course it is. It's people have killed for that shit. Well, sucks for them. They're getting scammed, Lamau. The corner of the man's mouth twitches visibly. He takes a deep breath and forces a smile on his face once again. It looks like I'll need to properly reintroduce myself. My name is Carl Holtz, a genius who made best-selling toys at the age of 6. Even a doll should have heard of my name when the magazines published it. Carl? Who's that? Not Harl, Carl. Nope, doesn't ring a bell. What does that have to do with abducting dolls? Straight to the point. My father, Yakov Holtz, is the supervisor, I hardly know her, of the Grad Group's robotics R&D department. You should understand what that means, right? Our family hasn't fallen so far that we need to kidnap dolls to sell for money. So you're not a failure of businessman, you're a failure of a Nepo baby then. Oh my god, I love her so much. Holy shit. If your aim was to bring me here so I would praise you, you picked the worst person imaginable for the job. Carl's mouth twitches even more intensely now. He takes in 3 deep breaths before he speaks again. Let me say again, I'm not gonna sell you off, so stop calling me a failure. I simply want you to do me a favor, Miss Lind. Tonight, there's gonna be an arena match in the depths of the cruise liner. I hardly know her. I want you to help me win the match, so I can make a point to my father. So you are a failure of a Nepo baby. The confusion on Lynn's eyes grows, but Carl gets more and more excited. He begins a long spiel without bothering to ask Lynn if she wants to hear it. No, they disabled the skipped cutscene icon. The cruise liner you're on is actually the cruise line you're on is a cathedral of entertainment for those in our rarefied social class. In here, money, power, position, everything can be wagered. And most exciting bets are placed on the arena match that you will soon participate in. I don't believe anyone can resist that temptation. What do you mean arena match? Does it involve fighting? I have no idea why people are so captivated by these primitive displays of violence. I have even less idea where you're getting your confidence from, thinking that everything's gonna come up roses just because you kidnapped a doll. You don't get it. A genius like me only makes a move after crafting a 100% foolproof plan. Since the arena match is a contest of strength, there is no question that tactical dolls have advantages over civilian dolls. Unfortunately, most tactical dolls are employed by the military or government organizations, and I have no desire to antagonize the government. Neither do I possess the strength to face off against the military. Therefore, Carl's eyes gleam with madness as he slowly walks around to the rear of the chair and plants his hands on Lynn's shoulders. Get your filthy, unwashed hands off this lady's shoulders. You don't... My best choice was a small PMC like yours with no funding or official backing, which won't make waves even if an incident occurs. Those robotics I stationed at the mansion were all part of a test I arranged. Congratulations, Miss Lind. Your combat performance has won my highest approval. A small PMC won your approval? Lind has no idea where to start picking his words apart. You're an adult, right? Do you not even know about Griffin and Kruger? 10 years ago, Griffin was the premier PMC in the country, and you were still probably playing with literal dolls somewhere. And this plan of yours is so full of holes, it's more like a fishing net. 100% foolproof my ass. For example, if I hadn't gone to sell off that card, wouldn't your plan have been derailed right from the start? Fucker gets what he deserves. But in the end, you went out and tried to sell it, right? That just proved my plan worked! Even if you hadn't taken the card, then I would have uncancelled my future commissions with Griffin and continued trying to lure you out. As long as I could get you away from Griffin, I'd have a chance to make my move. Nepo baby Angie, yeah. Carl begins rambling to himself. The mania in his eyes gradually fades, replaced by gloominess. The Varjagers were useful for that, at least. Offer enough and they'll solve any kind of problems for you. How many times have they used that as a plot point? Rich person hires the Varjagers to get their hands dirty. That's just a staple plot point for half the events. You had mentioned Garage Group just now. I'd probably have mistaken you for some stupid playboy. You actually think those Varjagers thugs can be trusted? You're retarded. Actually, you know what? Let me retract that question. How the hell did the Garage Group manage to produce a failure like you? Shut up! Carl's expression shifts, and he tightens his grips on Lynn's shoulders. Ooh, free back massage. Sudden pain forces Lynn to frown. Shut up! Shut up! Stop calling me a failure! Where's my sensitive feelings? You're the same as all those people from the Garage Group. All you do is piss me off! Well, I mean, you did kidnap her. I thank everyone here for taking time out of your busy schedules to take part in this charity gala. Oh, so it's a charity stream. Cool. I'd like to use this opportunity to introduce my son, Carl. The toy he developed is a bestseller on the market, and all proceeds from the sales will be donated in full to our charity foundation. Come, Carl, say ho to all the nice people. Hello, everyone. I'm generic NPC number 7. My daddy called me a failure too. Yo, same. Expect nothing less of Madame Holtz's boy. He's clearly extraordinary, even at the tender age of 6. I'm sure he'll be running a corporation of his own by the time he turns 26. Charity Gala, I prefer Giddy Gala Galala Leela. Is she live right now? I don't have the window up. How blessed you are, Madame. But of course, it's only natural that Madame Holtz's son should be a rare genius. Why don't you say a few words, young Carl? We'd like to bask in your genius. Yeah, butter up the Nepo baby, while he's still a baby. Meanwhile, thank you for all coming to attend my wife's funeral. To honor my wife's dying wishes, I will shoulder the legacy of the Holtz family and strive to restore its glory. My condolences, Mr. Yakov. It is truly a shame that your wife has taken us in the prime of her life. I cannot imagine the sorrow that you and young Master Carl must be going through now. Mother, I want to see Mother. Where is she? Is Mother not coming back? Silence, Carl! Stop whining like a little failure! No, he sounds just like my dad. My apologies. It seems we have both shown you an unseemly side of ourselves. Oh, here comes the failure of the Holtz family! Still playing with toys at this young age? The Holtz boy never really grew up, did he? Why don't you say a few words, Carl? Teach us how to be a spoiled failure who doesn't even care about how pathetic he is. This reminds me of every holiday gathering at my house growing up. Like, growing up, I hated Christmas because I would be forced out of my room and be treated like this. And the reason why I hold myself in my room is because I was sick of being treated like this. And every time I tried to call him out on it, I was the one in trouble for making a scene. But enough trauma dumping. The experimental funds I gave you were so you could develop mechanical products that would contribute to the Garage Group, not to waste on playing house. I wasn't expecting you to make a decent copy of that doll, but are you saying you can't even figure out a way to defeat it? Is that it? How did Cecilia give birth to a failure like you? I can relate to the feeling. True mood, yeah. You should take him out back and give him a shot. I mean, maybe. Now, if that were to make me feel any sympathy for you, All I see right now is a sad Nepo baby, just reinforced even further. I am Carl Holtz, the heir to the Holtz family. It is one thing if father looks down on me, but for a mere doll to do the same, what right do you have to criticize me? Hands gripping on Lynn's shoulders suddenly let go, and then a fist whistles through the air before slamming into the side of Lynn's head. The impact of the fist and her head hitting the back of the chair briefly dazes her. Lynn turns to look at Carl straight in his angry, bloodshot eyes. You mad, bro? I will say, the localization team for the Girls' Frontline Stories has never missed. They have never missed. This is why I still play the game. Well, one of the reasons why. God damn. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're good. So the heir to the Holtz So the heir to the Holtz family went to all this expense just to capture a mere doll. Doesn't seem very smart to me. And besides, why exactly should I do what you tell me? I can control those berserk robots. I have access to the Garage Group's latest technology. You've already seen those robots before. They were under my control. Soon, TM, you will too. I doubt that. Carl kicks a button on the back of Lynn's chair. The surface of the armrest in the back of the chair slides open, revealing a dense network of cables within. They coil up and wrap around Lynn until she's tightly bound. Oh, so he's into that. Now, yes, my dad did give me the official publication of the 50 Shades of Grey audiobook, but I didn't listen to it, otherwise I'd make a joke. Right after that, a powerful electrical current pours into her frame. Oh, fast charging. Pain fills Lynn's neural cloud, and she can't help but grunt that escapes her. Carl slowly walks around Lynn until he stops in front of her. You're right. I didn't need to capture an ordinary PMC doll. After all, an ordinary doll wouldn't have given me such an amusing reaction. You, on the other hand, are a different story. After all, you're a ULSD test type with sensory feedback comparable to that of a human being's. Isn't that right, SIC-012? You can't call her by your full name. That's illegal. Motherfucker, I hope she mag dumps into your face. Lynn hasn't heard the designation ULSD and SIC-012 in a long time. Her pupils suddenly contract as she hears them spoken once again. The experimentation regime she endured as a ULSD was a nightmare that constantly haunted her. He's never revealed that part of her past to anyone else apart from the commander. You. How did you? Lynn wants to ask just where he learned that information from, but the agony in her frame keeps her from speaking. That's a slur in the doll world. All she can do is watch as he takes out a remote control and see him smile coldly as he presses a button on it. Arr! Streams of data and electrical current slam into Lynn. Her pain is amplified numberless times. Carl's body seems to distend away in an instant, only to pull back in front of her as though in slow motion. Junk data washes over Lynn like a flood, filling her neural cloud and assaulting her level 2 layer. The tearing pain of the forced overwrite process pours into every corner of her frame. I mean, Griffin dolls are hard to overwrite. Her visual modules shut down amidst the pain, and her vision fills with a cold, white light. God damn it. Even Perry could resist it. Lynn struggles to see amidst the radiance, but all that greets her is an endless void. Countless elids approach out of the virtual nothingness, slowly creeping toward her. Things are looking very bad for her indeed. Damn it. The only good thing about all this is that she has her trusty AA-12 in hand, and with it, her confidence returns to her. Lynn raises her gun. I cannot die. I will not die. Not here! It's all in your head. It's okay. I too have battles in my head that I feel will actually fucking kill me if I let them run rampant. But you know what? That's a me issue. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Well, Unfortunately, I ran out of things to yap about. However, I did have some surprises that I forgot to reveal, so I'll just reveal them tomorrow. Longer stream today, even longer stream tomorrow, since I don't have to take care of myself as much because I can stay up later. I don't have to prepare for the next day of work. I will say, daily I have been doubling down on my trumpet practice. I've been practicing a lot more. I even found a new way to record in Audacity, which is the cause of the audio problems at the start of stream. I'll just remember to reset the audio back to how it is. It's just a volume slider. I hardly know. He blowing. Yeah, look up things to yap about. The topic of work sitting in the corner. I try not to talk about work, okay? That's like the most normie thing to talk about, but at least I try to make it entertaining. Then again, that's the whole point of talking about work, is to make it entertaining. The shit that happens at work is very goofy. I once again, very consistent. I pointed to the guest chair in my double cubicle for the new hire to sit on, which is clearly on wheels, and I just deadpan, deadass said, "Careful, it's bolted to the ground." As if I didn't already say it yesterday, and he just looked at me like, bruh, and I didn't smile at him. Use the mastering function in Audition. Helps a lot to get the metallic sounds out. I do some post-processing in Audacity. She's cute. I like this one. I do post-processing on Audacity. I add a layer of normalization sometimes, as well as reverb. That's the word I'm looking for. Also, gambling! We didn't get it. We're getting her tomorrow. We are getting her tomorrow, and it's gonna be grand. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I wanted to get it today, but it's fine, because that way I could do the joke I prepared. But you know what? That just means you get to stay tuned for the joke tomorrow. That's right. I'm gonna tell a joke tomorrow, and it probably won't be worth it. But just know that I can be funny sometimes. It's a 50-50. You'll have to flip a coin. We got the other Nagan. We got both Nagans. It's fine. It's alright. Well, yeah, come to stream tomorrow. I'll tell a joke, and it might be funny. I think it's gonna be funny. I came up with a joke. It's certainly something. But I had to get Lind to tell the joke, but I didn't get her today. That's why I took a Bezos break before because I wanted everyone to hear the joke. Damn it, we have no tomato on face emote. No Tenma brick. That's fine, but you know what? We're good. Let's head on back. Let's head on back to my room. Decent stream today, I would say. If I do say so myself. I think I did okay. I'm really liking the Lind event. I think that was a really good place to leave off on the story. Not necessarily a super cliffhanger. Thank you for the Tenma brick. That's what I mean. Tenma brick is good. It's a shame it's not a emote you can use in... It's a shame it's not an emote you could use in Discord unless she moved it to one you can. I think it's one of her follower emotes. But anyway, thank you for coming to Girls Frontline. I am going to be streaming tomorrow. In fact, long stream tomorrow. I'm going all out tomorrow. In fact, I might get a sippy sip tomorrow, a nice drink for myself, because why the heck not? It's Friday tomorrow, and it's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to it. Look forward to a joke told tomorrow. I'm gonna tell the Tabasco is always there. It's actually the various hot sauces that I have on my desk. So the reason all the objects are on my desks, as they are now, is because it reflects what's currently on my desk in front of me right now. My game controller, my recorder, my hot sauce, my karaoke microphone, little Mahjong Soul Omamori, good stuff. But in any case, why don't we go ahead and raid someone who has come back to streaming? Let's go ahead and raid Stella Alorium. She's back from her hiatus, and we're gonna go say hi. Stella is... right now she's yapping. She's an artist that does vibe commission streams, i.e. she censors the art she's drawing because it's a private commission, but you could still come and vibe and chat with her. That's the kind of stream content she does. She also plays video games. She is playing through... What is she playing through? I forgot what she's playing through. Damn it. It brain farted, but she's playing through a game. Right, Fire Emblem! Fire Emblem Engage is what she's playing, and I really like Fire Emblem Engage. She's not playing it today, but right now, she's just streaming and having a good time. So why don't we go ahead and say hi? And with that, I will catch you all tomorrow for the rest of the Lind event and a joke. Look forward to the joke. Yes, I'm hyping it up. It's one of the jokes of all time, I promise.